So I want to ask you also about the Jamal Khashoggi report today, the U.S. intelligence report on the murder of Jamal Khashoggi, right? The brutal dismemberment. It was released. It reads, quote, "We assess that Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman approved an operation in Istanbul, Turkey, to capture or kill Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi." The Treasury Department today, they put sanctions on the Saudi force that carried this out and the former deputy head of the Saudi General Intelligence for their role in the murder. But there is no direct punishment of MBS from President Biden. Why is this? Does this send a message to the world that the U.S. will tolerate this?
No, let's be clear. This was a horrific crime that can never be tolerated. President Biden has been clear that he intends to have a very different relationship with Saudi Arabia than our predecessors did, than the previous administration did, one based on transparency and accountability. We need to build a relationship to end the war in Yemen, to stem the humanitarian crisis there. We need to be able to defend against Iran and its proxies. So he's been very clear with Saudi leadership that we're going to have a very different relationship than we did under the previous administration. And look, the fact of the release of this report today is one step forward in that way. It is one step toward his commitment to transparency and accountability by making this information available.
And I understand that. Right. And that's true, right? It had not been put out. So you have a very fair point in saying that. But it is not exactly what he said himself when he was a candidate running for office. Here's what he said about the Crown Prince and Jamal Khashoggi.
Khashoggi was in fact murdered and dismembered, and I believe in the order of the Crown Prince. And I would make it very clear, we were not going to in fact sell more weapons to them. We were going to in fact make them pay the price and make them in fact the pariah that they are. There's very little social redeeming value in the present government in Saudi Arabia. They have to be held accountable.
Okay, he's not making them a pariah. What's changed?
He has made clear to them, and our administration has made clear up and down the line, that this won't be tolerated. This will not be tolerated. And we've taken steps today. You noted Treasury and State are taking steps today to sanction individuals, to sanction networks who are involved with this horrific murder. So clear and important steps have been taken to dictate that this is not something that we will tolerate. And President Biden was very clear today that this is not something that we will tolerate moving forward.